my queens, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be looking into the SHEGLAM, I don't know if you guys can see the name, the SHEGLAM Birthday Skin Primer. So today I'm going to be reviewing just this and only the primer and how it feels and how it grips onto foundation. Now this primer is moisturizing. It claims to be moisturizing, makes pores invisible, and that it prevents breakouts. Now, as you guys know, I have acne, so I really don't, want people so zoomed into my face. But once I apply the primer, I will be I will be showing you guys a micro before and after of how the primer makes the skin look. So let's go ahead and get started. Of course, it has the protective shield, and the primer is pink. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the scoop that it comes with, and I'm gonna go ahead and just scoop right there, and then put one right here, and then I'm gonna just get like barely any for my forehead, and I am going to get some for my chin. Now usually for primer I do like to apply it with my hands, so I'm just gonna spread it real quickly with this spoon. And don't worry, I will be cleaning this before I dip. Okay, I know I just technically did that, but don't worry. So now I'm gonna go ahead and blend the primer into my skin. Now off the bat, I can say that just by feeling it, it does feel lightweight. It doesn't feel too thick, which is nice because I don't mind a thick primer, but I sometimes feel like sometimes it's like, whoa. It's very noticeable that you have like this layer underneath like your foundation, and sometimes it's just a bit uncomfortable. So I am of course making sure I get it right here, my nose, underneath. Now that the primer is applied, it does smell very like floral, but not in a like there's floral scents in here, but like there's good ingredients in here. Okay, and my skin does feel hydrated, I can say that for sure. Now that the primer is applied, now I'm going to insert the video right here. The primer is into my skin. I was just giving it a minute to, let my face absorb it a bit. I'm gonna go ahead and move up close. You guys, of course, already saw the zoomies, but here is my skin. Now I can say it does feel heightened. It does feel hydrated, and it doesn't feel greasy. Like me doing this, it doesn't feel like greasy. And I already have oily skin, so me, when it comes to primers, I don't want anything that makes my skin too oily because of my oil that my skin is already producing. Plus primer, it completely ruins my foundation. So now that that is on, I'm actually going to take the foundation. This is a Complexion Pro Long Lasting Breathable Matte Foundation. This is in the shade Warm Vanilla. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this, and I am gonna take it on the SHEGLAM Beauty Blender. And I'm going to apply it and just see how the foundation holds. All right, my queen, so the foundation is on. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my mirror so I can see how it looks. So just looking at it like this, I can see that my pores do look smaller. I really don't see them peeking through the foundation, so that's great. I do feel that it kind of applied nicely. It wasn't like moving around too much or anything like that. The foundation applied like I normally do. There wasn't a lot of movement or anything like that. I do feel like it sat on nicely, so that was great. And looking at it, I mean, it looks fine. To me, it looks fine. I am going to throw in, though, a clip zoomed in micro of the foundation, so you guys can go ahead and see that. And I have it right here. But so far, I'm okay with it. Now, the good thing also is that I live in Texas, where it is super hot. So I'm actually going to go away for about an hour, and I'm gonna come back, and then we're gonna see how the primer and the foundation are doing working together. So stay tuned and I will be right back. So I am not the type to sweat. I just don't. And I am inside with the air conditioner on. So now looking at it, it is still on pretty well. The spot where I did have some movement is right here above my acne. Now when it comes to my acne, usually on this side, I think because I have my acne, but it's mostly like scar. I really don't have a lot of movement. On this side though, I always lose my foundation off my cheek. Like, doesn't matter what I use. But it's not a big difference. It's still on pretty well. I really don't have a lot of movement. I have a little crack right here near my nose. My eyelids are creasing, of course, because there's no concealer, no powder, no nothing. So that is normal. But so far, I like it. I do have to say that when it comes to the SHEGLAM primer, I think it's pretty good. SHEGLAM, of course, is an affordable brand. So this is super affordable. And for what it does, it's totally worth it. So if you guys are wanting to maybe try out a new primer, I do recommend this one. It is also it's 1.058 ounces, and it is in a plastic container. And then of course there's your product, so you do get a good amount of primer. If you are somebody who uses a little bit, if you do huge scoops, you might go through it kind of quickly, but I think you should be all right. So my final thoughts is this is a pretty good primer. I think for the price that it is, it's worth it. It was hydrating, it wasn't greasy. I think right now with the summer, our skin does tend to dry out, and then we of course end up with breakouts and stuff like that. So I do think if you're looking for a more hydrating primer, then this one is totally for you. If you're also looking for a primer that doesn't cause breakouts and helps prevent breakouts, then this one is your go-to. If you're looking for something a little bit more oily, then this one is not for you. But yeah, I think this one is pretty legit. So SHEGLAM has a win for me on the birthday skin primer. Of course, if you guys want to see looks with the primer, go ahead and check out my Instagram. I will have that stuff up. By the time this video is coming out, there should already be one post with the primer. So yeah, go check that out. All right, my queens, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see y'all later. Bye, my queens.